Hello. Jason the Xavier here. The one and only Ophiuchus the Cipher. Fillion Brown, if you will. Alright, I cut the bullshit. We're gonna get straight into it. If you're watching this video has found you. And that means you like me. Which is a good or bad thing depending on which perspective you were coming across from, in my opinion. There is no good or bad, there's only positive and negative, and that only applies to the context and the situation and circumstances that you find yourself in. Right. Point being, welcome to the resistance. Welcome to the re-existence. This is a place for you. This is a place for me. Our goal here is to unravel, to shed light on the mystery of self, of being, the nature of God, through the lens of self and other, through the lens of self and other. Gnosis, essentially. We learn from nature to teach us the ways we should operate in this world and within this human curriculum. That is the entire point of my sole purpose. And with that, I'm bringing to you guys some great value, in my opinion. I want to help you guys get down to the root of your identity, the root of your being, and use it as a mirror to help me identify myself and get down to the root of my original true nature, if you understand what I'm saying. Because obviously there's been I don't even have to say it, there's an issue. There is an issue somewhere along the line of civilization. The systems that they created went to a more mechanistic route, I would say. Mechanistic. We have these systems, we have this logic, mathematics, and science, and then we group them all into a container of trying to understand it, and it was cast off, I guess, or passed down as reality, as the truth, as what we are here, what we are doing. However, if you're like me and this video has reached you, then I imagine there's more to life. It's not just, fucking 8 billion individuals just on a rock flowing through the empty expanse of space. No. I feel like it's far deeper. There is an innate truth that we were born with, an innate knowing. Some would say it's God. I believe it's God. The light of the Lord, if you will. However, recognizing that truth and actualizing that truth in this reality with all of these systems set up is a very difficult task. Very, very incredibly difficult task. Returning back to our natural roots, if you will, learning from Mother Nature herself as one of our greatest teachers. Getting back into the intuitive knowledge of our being and our lives, our world. Trying to get back in tune with what we really are, with the light, is what my entire goal is. Culminating the entirety of existence to reach some ground foundation of understanding so that we can raise our conscious vibration on an individual level, which eventually expands to the collective consciousness. That is my purpose here, to grow the minds of those willing, of course, to see beyond this reality. That is what I'm here for. As well as that, it helps me because teaching often acts as an antithesis to the student/learning. However, you go over knowledge you've already understood. You cement new things, you learn from your students. The student learns from the teacher becomes the student learning from the teacher, or the teacher becomes the student learning from the student becomes the teacher teaching the master, if you will. So it's like an infinite mirror. It's an infinite mirror of just cups being filled you know, an upward spiral as opposed to a downward spiral, essentially. Obviously, it's not going to be fucking easy because people are very rooted in this conscious mind state that they set up for themselves, which I can't blame them. I was there for, I'm still there. I'm still trying to battle the throes of duality, if you will, the bodily temptations, the worldly pleasures, the lustful desires, the 7 deadly sins, if you will. However, this place that I'm trying to cultivate is one where you can be free, essentially. Free your mind. Mental liberation, emotional maturation. To just allow yourself to be, you know, for one to express their truth, vibration, liberation, expression, creativity without fear, judgment, shame, guilt, envy, jealousy. I'm trying to steer our minds towards a mindset of unconditional love and light, really and truthfully. And more importantly, to lend a helping hand to those who are stuck in the darkness, who think they have no way out, they're lost, trapped, they're stuck. No. I refuse to let that slide. The only advantage evil men have over the world is when good men do nothing. That means they tacitly agree to all of the negativity. And I refuse to be one of those good men who do nothing. So, you know, I hope you guys can join me on this journey, this discovery of self-being, unraveling the nature of our truth and our reality, in an effort, really and truthfully, to make the world a much better place. A much better place. You see, depression rates are rampant, suicide rates are rampant, crime. Something went wrong. And clearly the people at the top, the controlment, if you will, the government, who wish to govern our minds, govern our actions, our education systems, they do not support the type of reality I'm trying to bring into this existence. They want to keep us a little bit locked away, you know, caged within our meat bodysuits, you know, like the Colosseum, like the sports rings. However, I implore conscious, intentional choice and action. I advocate for conscious, intentional action. For what you have to do, for what you need to be done, for you to figure out who you really are and why you got to this place you are and how we can move forward, essentially. The resistance has started. The resistance has started. What do I mean by that? Well, if you didn't know, there's been a war on information, a war for the control of our consciousness, a crisis of identity, a crisis of instability, ignorance, and repression. I hope you guys would join me to dive deeper into the concepts I am describing. And you must be warned, once you start, there is no going back. There are no accidents, there are no coincidences. Recognize the patterns that we have seen right before our eyes. Cultivate natural intelligence with me. For the people who are lost in search of purpose, meaning, look within. For those tired of inauthenticity, fear, guilt, shame, anxiety, depression, repression, instability, volatility, seek knowledge. Seek your truth and find clarity in the chaos. For those seeking truth, peace, authenticity, expression, liberation. For those who really want to know what reality is. For those who want to know who